Let me see if this tweet works. Alright, I think that works. Hello, Ghosty-kun. Wow, it's been a while, huh? Yes, I am live, but today I'm not actually playing anything. I've been playing some stuff in the past few weeks, but I'm not playing anything today. We're just doing a hanging out stream. Just me, Dick, and chat. We're answering some questions and just chatting, I guess. But yeah. I'm not seeing. Oh no, I see your message right there on chat. Actually, I should try to improve this. It seems a bit bad. The current layout I have on the stream, because I have the. Let me try this. Oh, Subian Sunzems S, thank you very much for the follows. Much appreciated. Thank you. This is what I'm gonna be doing now every time. Get a follow. Thanks, much appreciated. So, well, I'm currently trying to figure out how to make the layout a bit better, because you can see on the stream the chart is a bit cut off by like this stuff. Hello, Malipan. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're not playing anything today. We're just doing an AMA, like hanging out stream, like we did, like the other time. It was like 4 weeks ago, probably. But yeah. How do I even do this? You know what? I might do. Actually, I have an idea. Maybe I'll get like a color source on stream. All right. We're doing this live. Let's go. Let me pick a different color. Okay, I don't know. A dark gray like this. There we go. I don't know, 200 by 200 should be okay. And then I'm gonna put this here in the corner. I'll make it bigger like this, and then put it like behind chat so people can actually read what chat's saying. It does make it a little bit more difficult to see the questions though. But then, I guess I can do this and move the questions like... Well, it's a bit of like, you know, interface Tetris right now. Ah! No! Go back! There we go. There we go, that's working. Really wish I had more screen space, but I think doing this is okay, right? Just like, I don't know, leave questions like this. That should be fine. And then, let's chat. Let me lower the size of chat, actually. Like, like this. I really like your eyeliner today. Oh, thank you, Malipan. Much appreciated. I did it first try, and I was so happy. I was like, wow, I did the eyeliner on first try. That's a sign of the gods that everything's gonna go well. And then I messed up my lipstick. So my lipstick actually looks absolutely awful today. Hello, Yoshiman 2000 Abel, 2002 Abel, whatever that means. I hope you're having a good evening. How are all of you? I hope you're all doing well. So we're doing an AMA stream. I'm gonna be answering like questions from chat, but also I'm gonna be answering if anybody has like any anonymous questions. I'm gonna be answering questions from Curious Cat as well, as you can see here in the background. I do have a few questions there, like 490 questions, but I'm not gonna go through all of those. They're mostly garbage. But well, I'm just trying to like make this a bit better. Chat properties. Maybe I'll make chat wider, like 700, and lower the height to like 500. Okay. I may have broken chat. Maybe if I say something, it's gonna work. Oh, it's working. There we go. Oh, that's you, Gabby. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, chat did disappear, but there we go. We got it back. I need to get this Colossus too. It should be... Wow, the height here is a bit different, huh? Should make it a bit less tall, like this. That seems good. Maybe more like this. Maybe more like this. There we go, that's pixel perfect. Maybe, maybe not. But how are you doing, Gabby? It's been a while since we've talked. Dick is a bit quiet today. He gets quiet sometimes, but hopefully he won't stay too quiet forever. You do have chat up, right, Dick?
Yeah.
There we go. It's good stuff. So yeah, I think this looks okay. I mean, it looks absolutely awful. It's just like a bunch of shit like thrown over the screen. But you know what? That's okay. It looks fine for our purposes. Yeah, it's nice seeing everyone. I've had quite like a tough week, but like lots of work, university, like lots of classes. It's gonna get even worse next semester, which is a bit worrying. Oh no, I just got myself all red, didn't I? That's one of the problems with having like such like pale skin, is that if I scratch myself at all, like I did right here, it gets like all red really fast. So I scratch myself like once here and now it's like all fucking red. Kind of fucking sucks. 500 questions, you're popular on Curious Cat. Well, I don't think it's because I'm popular on Curious Cat, it's just because I've had Curious Cat for like such a long time. So it just like accumulated stupid questions that I don't really delete over time, over like the many years. I don't know what Gaia wants. That's Gaia right there.
Hello, guys.
She was sleeping and then she got up. I'm not sure what she wants. I guess she's just licking herself now. Alright, that's fine. You do you, my girl. Hello, Maddie. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well on this evening. But yeah, I've been trying to like figure out like a game to play with like Dick and everyone else, because like we've been playing Risk of Rain 2 for a while, and that's a lot of fun for sure. But the problem with Risk of Rain 2 is that it's early access, so it doesn't actually like have that much content right now. So it gets to a point where like we're playing that so much that it gets like really repetitive.
You need a better computer.
What, me? Why? Oh, so
Yeah.
we can play better games. Yeah, but you know. What, you gonna give me the $2,000 gaming computer?
I don't got $2,000. I wish.
Me neither, so. But yeah, but I've been trying to figure out like what else are we gonna be playing on co-op. Like we could play Starbound, we could play Terraria, we could play Don't Starve Together. Gwen was suggesting us to play like, what's the name of it? RimWorld, but like with the multiplayer mod. So maybe that could be fun. But Dick also doesn't. Yeah, Dick doesn't have many of those games that I was mentioning. So that becomes a little bit of an issue, doesn't it? The world's most widely distributed bear is the brown bear. However, the American black bear is the world's most common bear species. That's very interesting. That's bear facts with Maddie. Brown bears, they're quite big, right? They're not small like black bears. Because black bears, they're kind of really tiny, right? That's the thing. Brown bears are kind of bigger. I know polar bears are like huge. I think they might be like one of the biggest types of bears. Maybe not. Not entirely sure. But I know they're big. You know one animal that's like really big and you wouldn't expect it to be so big? Tigers. Tigers are actually like so big. Like I was actually like shocked when I went to a zoo in, what's the name of it? Chile? Was it Chile or was it Uruguay? I think it was Chile. It might have been Argentina actually, but no, I think it was Chile. So I went to a zoo on Chile with my family one time, and we were like going over the cats, right? So they have like jaguars, right? They're very common here in South America, very common here in Brazil, especially. But they had like jaguars, and they had like the lions, and they're big, right? How you would expect them to be big. But then we went further and we go to like the tiger cage, and I was like actually like holy shit, it's actually like so much bigger than like a lion. And we have this idea that like lions are like the hugest, but now like tigers are actually bigger than lions, and tigers are like actually crazy huge. They're like actually big. It's like if a lion was like this, the tiger was kind of like this, you know? It's just like, you know, it's not like the tiger was twice the size of the lion, of course. That would be silly, but it was like noticeably like a much bigger animal. I was like actually very surprised. I was like, wow, that shit is huge. But it's really cool. I was surprised because I didn't expect the tigers to be that huge, but turns out they're big animals. That's pretty cool. There are some species of tigers. They're a little bit smaller though, but some tigers are really, really big. Black bears small. Yeah, they're tiny. I know if you're like if you're being like attacked by a black bear, you could just like punch their nose and they would kind of like go away after that. They won't really fight you.
Shoot them.
Also, I think if you're like, yeah, you can just like raise your arms, right? And be like try to make yourself bigger, and then they'll be like they'll be threatened and will go away maybe. Well, I know if it's like a grizzly bear, that's a thing, right? Grizzly bear. I'm not just imagining things. That's not just a
Yeah, it's a
Magic the
thing.
Gathering card. So grizzly bears, I know they're like bigger, so you kind of like can't really do that. You're better off if you play dead, if you pretend that you're dead. Then they'll be like, yeah, and they'll go away.
Or you just shoot them.
Well, if you have a gun, I guess.
Why are you in the wilderness without a gun?
I don't know. Depends on what you're doing, I guess. If you have a spear or a sword. I think with a sword you would do fine against most animals. Swords are like really lethal. Like they're actually brutal. We with
Yeah,
some
but you go look like a goober carrying around a fucking longsword
I mean,
everywhere.
yeah. I mean, if you're going to it would be more proper for you to carry a spear, I think, because having the range with the spear and actually like having the ability to get the animal, like keep the animal far away from you. Because the thing with the sword is that it doesn't really have as much range as the spear, so you can't really keep things that far away from you. So that's one of the big advantages from having a spear, I guess. When people would go hunting, they would usually hunt with like spears or like
Or just use a
projectile stuff.
12
Like,
gauge shotgun.
well, if you have that, quotes.
It's cheap. It's like $150.
Why do you have a
Way cheaper than
sock
a
on
sword.
your microphone? It's a pretty sock, isn't it? It's just decoration. Just I love the smell of feet. It's just a pop filter and windshield, so it reduces the noise from the wind. And also, if I say words with P, it doesn't like blow the thing on the microphone, so it sounds like regular, normal. It's just a pop filter. You can also have the pop filter that's like a thing in front of the microphone. I used to have that, but it was kind of like ruining the stand on the microphone here, this thing, because it attached here and it was kind of ruining it, so I kind of got rid of it and just put a sock on it, and this works fine. This is good enough. It's a very interesting question that Magawa Setsuko sent me. If your male genitalia magically transformed into female genitalia, what would you do? It's an interesting question because, like, what could I do? Could I magically reverse it back? No. Then it's kind of like, it doesn't matter what I would do, right? Like, it's just what it is now, I guess. I mean, I think it would be positive in some ways, negative in others. But I don't know. I wouldn't be mad about it, I guess. I guess that's what she intends on asking is like, would I be angry about it? Not really. Like, I'm fine with having a go with it. It doesn't really, well, it bothers me sometimes. For example, if I'm gonna wear like jeans and, well, I was gonna point to my jean trousers there, right there behind the fan. Right there behind the fan, but you can't really see them. But if you're gonna wear like jeans or if you're gonna wear like a bikini, you need to tuck. right? So you need to get like tape and stuff. Actually, let me pick up my tape 1 second. Well, this one is not my favorite because this one is white colored. I usually get these on like skin color, so I can actually wear them, for example, to the beach or something. It does become noticeable. But I guess if it is like underclothes, like I'm just wearing jeans, it doesn't really matter. So this is fine. For those wondering, if you want some recommendations, what is this? This is a surgical tape. The surgical tapes, they're breathable, so they don't like get foul smelling if you wear them the whole day, and they don't like, they allow your sweat to go through the tape like you would regularly, like through the skin, right? They don't trap the sweat there, so you can wear it the whole day and you get home and you're like fine, right? So they're really good because of that. You don't really want to wear tapes that are like, they block the water, so they block the sweat, unless you really need to. Also, they're really good and like very reliable in the sense that they don't come out as easily in the water. Now, with that said, I did have the issue of having the tape come out with me when I went into the water with Dick last time, but I don't think that was just because of the water though. I think that was a combination of we went into the water and then I moved into certain positions, like I moved my leg, pulled my legs like a little bit like, oops, a little bit like too much close to my body and stuff. Well, I got deep enough into the water to the point where it mattered. But yeah, but like, I don't mind that much having a gill tick, but it does become an issue when you want to wear certain clothes and certain things, and you don't want to make it clear to everyone that you have a penis, right? So you need to tape. And the thing with taping is, over time, over the years, you get like experienced with it, right? So you figure out the best ways to tuck, how to make the tuck as invisible as possible, and I can make my tuck as like really good nowadays. It took a long time of practice though. But here's the thing, sometimes if you're gonna try to make your tuck as good as possible, you can make it a little bit too tight, and that can like actually hurt, and you only really notice that's hurting like an hour after. So I'm gonna be like in university and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, my tuck is actually killing me and I can't like go home and fix it. I guess I could like take it with me to university and like get it fixed on the university bathroom or something, but you know, it is a bit annoying. It is also annoying because you can't really pee, you need to remove it and tuck it again. And again, you can do that if you carry this with you inside your purse. That's my purse right there. But I don't carry that often. It's kind of big, but there we go. Also, another recommendation I would give to everyone if you're gonna be tucking is the size. You can see here the size of this tape. This is 100 millimeters by, well, doesn't matter. The second size is just the length, the amount of tape it has. 4.5 meters. But what really matters is the width of the tape. This one is 10 centimeters, 100 millimeters. This is the size it looks like. So as you can see, as you can probably tell, this is basically the appropriate size to tuck everything without having to use multiple like strips of tape. Because if your tape is smaller than this, and usually tapes are like half the size of this, you actually need to use like multiple, right? 2 or 3 tapes to get everything in place. But with a tape this big, you only need 1 strip. You know, I take a strip of like this big, like I think I measured it once. It's like 15 centimeters. And just like tape the whole thing at once and you're good to go. So that's my tape recommendations. Surgical tape, really good. They are a bit expensive though. You can also use sports tape instead of surgical tape, but the biggest recommendation is the size. Look for tapes around 10 centimeters long, 100 millimeters long. Not sure how much that would be in inches, but I think it would be like 4 inches. But those are really good because of those reasons I mentioned, just being able to like tuck everything at once without having to use multiple tapes. Because it can be a nuisance if the tape's a bit too small, you know, you sometimes have to use like 3-4 strips of tape, and that not just makes it you're spending more money because you do pay to use tape, but it is also annoying because it makes it more difficult to make things look right without looking like, you know, because when you put too much tape down there, it starts looking a bit odd, you know? Like, it becomes visible that you have, like, tape there, if you know what I mean. Like it becomes like bulky, you know. Oh, alternatively, there are other things you can do without using tape. You can use like a gaff, which is basically a very tight underwear that kind of holds it in place. But some things you need to tape. Like if you're gonna wear a bikini, you need to tape. Well, unless you wanna go out rocking with your cock out, right? As Dick
Hell
would
yeah.
say. But otherwise, you need to tape. So yeah, that's like one downside of having a penis is if you wanna be presenting as a girl, you do need to do some of these things like tucking that can be quite not just like a nuisance, but can be also very painful. Like I've had a few days where I went to university with tape and I spent like 12 hours in university and it just hurt the whole day. It was like absolutely awful. So having a vagina would make that a lot easier. Another thing that having a vagina would make easier is sex. Because, I mean, as much as I do enjoy anal sex, butt sex, it is fun. It is not as easy though. It is much easier if you have a vagina. Because, I mean, vagina is self-lubricating, self-cleaning, and it's meant for that, right? So, not saying a butt isn't meant for sex, but it is not self-lubricating, it's not self-cleaning, so it does require a lot more maintenance, it does require the usage of lube as well. So, like, having a vagina would be nice in those senses, but, so I wouldn't be mad if I magically, like, had a vagina instead of a penis. I wouldn't mind, but it's not like, so like I'm very concerned about that because I'm kind of fine with having like a PP. Doesn't really bother me that much. Doesn't I don't know. For some people it makes them feel bad. For myself, I'm just kind of like it is a nuisance sometimes, but I don't mind it. It is fun sometimes. I like it sometimes. So would I be unhappy if I had a magically got a vagina? No, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I might miss having a girl dick some maybe. I don't know. But the question wasn't that though. The question is what would I do if my genitalia transformed? The answer is probably nothing, because I don't think there's anything I could do. It's not like I can magically transform my genitalia back, right? So I don't know what she expected the answer to be. I would live life, I guess. It would be cool in some ways. I would miss having a go dick in other ways, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Life goes on. Nothing really I can do, you know. And it's not like it is a bad thing, you know. It's not like, oh, I lost an arm. What would I do? That's a lot more. That's not as, you know. In this case, it's just a different genitalia. It's not like I lost the genitalia. Like if you told me you're gonna lose your gold dick and you're not gonna have anything in place, it's just gonna be like a stub, then I would be mad. I wouldn't be happy about that. But if it is like a vagina, then I'm like, alright. I mean, not like I had any choice in this matter. If I had to choose, well, my current choice is to just have a gold dick. That would probably be my choice. I don't know. Like between having GRS, which is genital reconstruction surgery, and just having a gold dick, I think for now I do prefer just having a gold dick, because I think some of the advantages of having some of the advantages of having like a cisgender vagina, basically, of being born with a vagina, are not present if you have like genital surgery, right? Some of the advantages are present. Don't get me wrong. Like the looks are there. Some of the functions are gonna be there as well. It's not gonna be a bother. You're not gonna need to be tucking. You can wear clothes without needing to worry. It looks, like I said, it looks fine. It looks like a vagina. But for example, it is not self-lubricating, right? So you would still need like lubrication for that. So it's not self-cleaning. You would still need to clean it. You know, you need to dilate. Those things aren't that big of a deal, but that's kind of like what you already do with your butt, right? So the GLS vagina, you gain in the sense that it is like very, it's like very, not as much as a nuisance as having a penis, because you can just wear clothes. You don't need to worry, right? Like if I'm going to the beach, I'll just put some bikini on and not have to worry, you know. Not having to tuck and whatnot. So it does have positives in that sense. It also has positives in the sense that it looks like a vagina and it looks nice. And it has positives if you personally feel very negatively about your own penis, which I don't. So that wouldn't be a positive in my case. So do I consider genital surgery? Not really. Not for now. Maybe when I'm older. Probably when I'm older. Yeah, I think so. We'll see. But I like Malipan says, it's like I don't mind the pee pee. It is what it is. I'm fine with it. I enjoy it. Sometimes I hate it sometimes, but it's all the biggest of deals. Pull your go cock on stream, please. No, that is against the
No.
Twitch terms of service. I will, however, put my dick on stream. It's right there. See it.
Hey.
Dick, big boy. What do you think of that, Dick?
I've heard it before.
What?
Everything you just said. It's not my first rodeo.
You magically convert in Ken and you don't have literally anything. Yeah, that would be bad. I would hate that. Having genitals is nice. Like, I do understand. Lots of people are like, I don't like sex. I love sex. I think sex is great. So, yeah, I would be really mad if I actually didn't have any genitals. I would be like, disgust. It wouldn't be nice. Genitals are nice. Whatever genitals you have, really. They're both really good. I guess I could still, like, you know, I would still have a butt. So it wouldn't be the end of the world, but at the same time, you know, it would suck. You know, because there are advantages into having a penis, and there are advantages into having a vagina. If you didn't have anything, it kind of like sucks, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Dick, would
I would be
you
sad.
would you get mad if I became a Barbie doll and didn't have genitals?
I would be sad.
Yeah, it would be weird. But some people, some girls and boys, they feel so terrible about their genitals that they would actually prefer not having anything. Instead of, like, for example, if she's a trans girl, she would prefer not having anything over having a penis, and that's understandable. Like, if you really feel bad about like your genitals, you feel a lot of dysphoria related to that, then I understand. I think at some point in my life I felt that way before too, of being like, I would rather not have anything. This is such a bore. Nobody's ever gonna like me because of this, you know, that sort of stuff. Or even just like yourself not liking yourself because of it. That's understandable too, but I don't
I'm
know.
gonna replace my dick with a Glock.
That would be bad. Please don't. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get shot. That would suck. And not in the good way. The saying that you must dilate is a turn off for me, to be honest. I think a lot of people don't understand. So when you have like genital surgery and you get a vagina, or as they call a neo-vagina, but you know, when you get a vagina, you need to dilate it, because here's the thing that I think people don't understand. The tissue that they use to create this vagina, the internal tissue, is not like the tissue in vaginas, like born, you know, cisgendered born vaginas. the tissue in the people who are born with vaginas, the tissue inside is very elastic, right? It's prepared to receive like different types of like different sizes of insertions. The thing when you get surgery and you get like like the surgical vagina is that the tissue inside, it's not really that elastic. It's not prepared to receive, for example, a penis-sized insertion. And penises, well, maybe if you've never had sex, you might not realize this, but penises are actually quite big. They're not that tiny. They are quite thick and they're quite big. So when you have the surgery and you get a vagina, you need to dilate because that's the way you prepare your vagina to receive things that are the size of a penis. You prepare the tissues in there. It is a long process, so you prepare it over time to be able to receive bigger insertions rather than just your fingers. I think a lot of people have the idea that if you don't dilate the surgical vagina, the vagina, it's gonna close. That's not really what happens. If you don't dilate it, it's just gonna be tiny. That's the thing. So if you're just gonna be like receiving insertions from like fingers, that ends up being fine, right? Fingers aren't that big. But if you're gonna receive insertions from like dildos, strap-ons, or even a penis, you need to dilate it because it needs to be adjusted to be able to accommodate the size of bigger objects, because the tissue itself is not as elastic, because it is used from like kind of like regular epithelial tissue, if I recall correctly. I guess it depends on the method, but usually that is the case, I think. Maybe in every case. So that's why you need to dilate. It's not that if you don't dilate, it's gonna close. People have this idea that the male vagina is like an open wound. If you don't dilate it, it's gonna close off. Not really. That's not how it works. It's not like if I put my arms together like this, and I just bind them together, they're not really gonna like fuse into one thing. Maybe over the period of like 100 years, maybe they would kind of fuse together the skin, but not really, right? That's not what the skin does. So dilating is not really because of that. Dilating is to be able to have penetration with things of a big size. So technically, if you don't have genitals, you wouldn't enjoy anal, as the pleasure from it comes from the prostate or something, if I recall correctly. Well, yeah, but the prostate is not your genitals, though. Unless you were born without any genitals and not having a prostate, I guess. But that's not the only pleasure, though, from anal. You can still feel pleasure from anal without a prostate. For example, cisgender women who don't have a prostate there, they can still enjoy anal sex just as much. It's not just that. But the prostate, it is kind of like a G-spot. So it does enhance the pleasure. But you can still have a prostate, like if you, I don't know, I guess it depends on this hypothetical situation. It's not a real thing, so I guess I can't say you would have a prostate or not. But the prostate is not part of the genital. It is part of the reproductive system. It's not directly part of the genitals, though. So, like, I'm assuming you don't have a genital. You're still gonna have like a urethra, right? A way to pee, and the urethra is part of the what did I say before? The reproductive system. So the urethra is part of the reproductive system. Well, not directly, but you know, it is part of it. Even on the female, right? On girls with vaginas, the urethra is also in the genital. So I assume if you don't have genitals, you still have a urethra. You know, you might still have a prostate. I don't know. I guess those are a bit of hypotheticals. By the way, chat might be a little slow. I don't know if it's just me. That might be like the stream is a bit slow. Maybe if you F5, the stream might refresh. Dick, is your stream up to like how far back is it?
It's laggy for me, so I just paused it.
Try to unpause it and see what it's looking like.
I don't have a lot of bandwidth because I'm streaming to you. I'm watching your stream and I'm playing game.
No, just do it real quick, just to see where the stream is, and then close it again.
Internet, where you go.
Just to see, and then you close back again. I just want to know if the stream's like really laggy, because it might be. Or maybe just Malipun just F5 would work.
Seems okay.
Seems okay. Is it not that far away?
You still holding your tape?
I mean, I'm still holding it right now.
Oh, well, fuck. I don't even know what to tell you then.
Alright, it's fine then. You can pause that. Forget about that. So yeah, the thing with the dilation is that, well, it is a need. You need to do it if you intend on, you know, having bigger size penetration, but it's not like the end of the world, right? And I'm pretty sure people can like do all the things while they're dilating. Dilating basically just means you just put something in and you just leave it in, right? And people do stuff with like butt plugs, right? The whole day they do all this stuff. So it's not the end of the world, I don't think. Some people say it can be painful though. I am not. I'm not aware of like any of that because I do not have a vagina. So that's the extent of my knowledge on it. I don't really have like personal experience with it. I've heard some like.
Oh, motherfucker! God damn it!
Oh, you got your thing spilled? Well, you should get like some paper or towel and clean it up.
It's not wet.
Oh, all right. Well, like I was saying, I think it also depends a lot on the methods of the genital surgery you get, because there are different methods, and they give you different results and stuff. Like, I know some methods, for example, they use the glands as like to create a clitoris, and that means you still feel a lot of pleasure from like the clitoris, right? But in some other methods, they don't really do that. They just do like kind of like a thing to make it look like it, but I don't know. Well, like I'm saying these things, I don't actually know. I haven't looked that much into it because it was never like big on my list of interest, so I'm not entirely aware. But I know
It seems kind of lame to me, dog.
I know some girls they can feel like complete pleasure even after genital surgery, and some girls they are very happy with it. They have a great sex life, and that's great for them. That's good stuff. It's good to hear, but I'm not very aware. I don't have personal experience with it. I don't have a vagina. So there we go. It does seem nice in some ways though. Like for example, not having to tuck. That's just pretty nice. And I don't know. It's also really not really something I concern myself with right now. But I had thoughts about it, like, would I get genital surgery ever in my life? And I think when I'm kind of older, I might. Like, if I ever have children, like, if I ever adopt children, I guess, would I, like, I think I would get genital surgery, because I think it would make, you know, things a lot easier and less awkward, you know? Because if I don't, for example, my children are gonna get in school, and they're gonna be like, oh, my mommy has a dick. And everyone else is gonna be like, what? Is your mom a dude or something? Well, it's your children, right? I assume they are gonna see you naked one time at least in their lives, right? And you will make it confusing for them. They'll be like,
I've
what
never
is
seen
this?
my parents naked in my life.
I don't know.
You know
What?
I'm
Really?
alright with that.
Really? Wow,
Never in my life.
that's surprising. I've seen my parents naked like many times. I don't know. I still do, like, even to this day. Well, not my father, I guess, but my mother sometimes, like, she's doing, like, for example, bleaching her body hair. So, and she usually closes the room, but sometimes I need something in her room, so I just go in, and she's like, you know, naked, bleaching her body hair. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe it would be good actually. Maybe it would make it so the children grow up with an open mind, right? Maybe it makes it so they grow up and they're like, no, my mommy is a woman and she has a penis. Maybe they would challenge society at that point. But I don't know how much I would want that. You know, I don't know. I think about it sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, maybe that would be fine, and sometimes I'm like, nah, that would be horrible. I don't know. I don't know. Like, imagine having your children come up to you and be like, Mommy, are you a man? Like, fuck, that would kind of suck. I don't know. I've had nightmares about that. So, that's like the number one, like, would I get genital surgery? Number one situation would be that, I think, if I had children. I think I would. Maybe also when I get older. I don't know. Like when I get older, I mean like in my 40s or something. If I live that far, even.
You will.
But for now, it's not really a concern for me. close this so the air conditioning doesn't get that cold. It's not that cold, it's like 25 degrees, right? But I'm like, I don't know. It's really cold for me. Like my hands are like freezing. My fingers. I actually had a friend. I'm not gonna say her name, of course, to preserve her privacy. But I actually had a friend who got genital surgery today? Yesterday? Today, yeah, today. She actually got genital surgery today. That was very interesting. I never thought she would, but she did, and that's pretty cool. It's nice that she mentioned she wasn't in pain at all. She wasn't feeling pain. So that's pretty cool. It's actually the first friend I have that has gotten genital surgery, and I have so many transgender friends. That's the first one that I know of that actually got genital surgery. It was like today. That's crazy. It's pretty cool. She's really cool. I really like her. But it's crazy. I do have many friends who wanna get genital surgery. The problem is that in many countries, it's not covered by healthcare. She's lucky that in her case, it was. In the country she lives in, she can get genital surgery through universal healthcare, and that actually like they actually like pay for the whole thing. So that's why she got it. But I have many friends who wanna get it, but don't have the money to get it, and that kind of really sucks, I guess. I mean, it sucks for them a lot. So it's not, I guess. I mean, it does kind of suck, doesn't it? But in her case, she was lucky. No, I'm very happy about her. I'm very happy for her. So I meant to say. Not what I would want for myself. And I am lucky because in Brazil we can actually get genital surgery through the universal healthcare. You can actually get that, but I don't know. Don't concern myself with that much.
I want I want robot limbs. I want to be a cyborg.
The only problem right now is that robot limbs right now they kind of suck. They're not like Deus Ex that you get like robot limbs and you like become like superhuman. You know, you become like more than human. It's like you get robot limbs and you just kind of like you just like it's just worse than having regular limbs. But maybe in 10 years they'll be like, yeah, no, robot limbs right now are better. The
You just
cybernetic
wait.
enhancements. I'm fine if you want to get robot limbs. I don't mind. You do you, my dude. I actually think about working in the prosthetics industry a lot. I think that would be quite fun. I think it's a very interesting field of medicine, prosthetics. I think it's very interesting because it's kind of like, you kind of like, I don't know. I feel like you're making like such a big change in people's lives, right? When you give them access to like prosthetics, someone who's like, I would never walk again in my life, and you allow them to walk, right? That's crazy. Or someone who's like, I would never see again in my life, and you allow them to see again, like that's insane. And there are some prosthetics already that kind of do that, allows people to see. I know that ones that like allows people to see through sound, so they like the sound of things kind of like gives them a visual of it. Like no, what I mean to say is not that it's not the sound gives the visual. It's like the machine takes the image and processes the image into sound, and then gives the person as kind of like sound, and the brain of the person kind of like interprets that sound as visual. I don't know exactly, but I know there's other systems that don't work quite that way. They're not like entirely reliant on sound. They actually like create like images using the visual cortex of the person. I am not entirely sure how they work on the specifics, but there's some cool stuff happening. Like the world is advancing very fast, and we often don't notice it, but crazy stuff has been happening, and it's like pretty awesome. So I think about working in that field a lot. I think another field that I would enjoy working is like emergency. I think emergency is really cool. because you're like, you know, people like in a crisis situation, and you like actually go and help. That sounds so cool.
They
But
can be my combat medic. Let's go.
well, what I don't like that much is like just working in an office, you know. It is, well, I guess it depends on the office. I would do that too, but I don't know.
Let's go, Liga. We're gonna 2-person tag team that serious shit.
Hey, I do think about joining Doctors Without Borders, Medicine Sans
Lame.
Frontières. Is that how you say it? Maybe not. That would be pretty cool. I have a professor,
They ain't making money.
well, they make a little bit. I don't think it's 100% voluntary work. It's not that much money. It's still, like, you know, a decent amount of money. But I have a professor, and she's like, I've always said, ah!
Are you okay?
I dropped. Oh my god, where is it? I dropped my lipstick in 1 second. Alright, I got it. I have a professor, and she always said that it was her biggest dream to join Doctors Without Borders, but then when she actually graduated and when she actually started working as a doctor, she kind of like stopped. You know, that dream kind of like became like second, like, you know, she forgot about it basically. She was like, it's not really that big of a dream anymore. I don't know, but she does all the cool stuff. Like, she works with like the poor communities, and it's really nice. I've been working on the health center that she works with. Like, she's been my coordinator in the health center, and it's a health center in a favela, which is like the Brazilian slums. They're like the suburbs, but instead of being like the suburbs in like the United States, it's like the suburbs for like the poor people, right? So we've been doing work there, and she works there. Her and her husband actually, and her husband is really cool too. And she's like really cool. So it's not that her dream was like killed by like, I don't want to do humanitarian stuff anymore. She still does it, but she does it like, you know, locally in her community here in her country, you know. But she's really cool. She's like, she's that you know, there's always like a couple of professors in university that everyone loves. She's one of those. Like, everybody loves her because she's just so cool. Are you using the AC now? Oh my god, he's cold as fuck. Yes, I am. But here's the thing. Argentina is actually a country that gets cold. Brazil is not. I mean, the south of Brazil does get a little bit cold. But, like, where I actually live, further up in the country, it doesn't get colder. So, like, right now, I think outside is probably, like, 30 degrees Celsius. Probably. It might be like 28, 26. It only oscillates between those temperatures. It's only ever like between 24 and like 32 degrees Celsius, which is nice. I mean, it's nice to live in a place that's kind of like, you know, very stable in that sense, but it's not cold. I have the AC on because the fan makes a lot of noise, so I have to turn the fan on. So if I turn the fan on, the room starts getting, you know, a bit too not hot, but it's like a bit too stale, the air in the room. So what I do is I turn the AC at like the highest temperature, which is like 25, and I just keep it on as kind of like a quieter fan versus the actual fan, so it doesn't create that much noise onto the microphone. Though I have used the fan before with the microphone and it didn't make that much noise, but I haven't been able to figure out like the audio settings recently have been bothering me quite a lot. I've been trying to make them better and it's just not working. I think because before I had the microphone like closer to my face, I would like actually stream like this, so I would lower the volume of the microphone so it wouldn't catch like there goes my lipstick again. It wouldn't catch that much like noise from other things, but now I'm kind of like keeping the microphone a little bit further away, so I have to increase the gain so it captures noise a lot more. So I have to be mindful of that. That's why I have the AC on without actually being an AC. It's mostly just working as a fan. It's still pretty cold though. That's why I have a door right here. I don't know if you can see it. I have a door right here I keep the door a bit like this, so it actually like, that's the AC right there. So the door actually blocks a little bit of the wind from the AC because it is cold. And it makes me really cold, so. I don't know what Gaia is doing. She's like not sleeping, she's just looking. What are you up to, Dick?
I'm high on life. You know.
Just
I'm
enjoying
chilling.
life.
Yeah.
Huh? That's good. Better than being low on life, I guess.
I want longer weekends.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm pretty lucky. I think this week I'm not gonna have class on Monday or Tuesday actually, so that's like the dream. I actually lost a kilo this week. Can you believe that? Like, even though I was, well, it's not a lot in the sense that I wasn't dieting. That's the thing. I was just eating at my maintenance that I've been eating forever, and I've just been, you know, stuck. Like, I've been at 57 kilos. But this week, I actually, like lost a kilo, even though I was eating the same thing, just because of how crazy my week was. Like, I got so little sleep, I had so much work to do, I was always like moving around in university, in the health centers, and etc, etc. So I'm actually at 56 right now. I'm pretty happy with that, I'm not gonna complain. I was at 55 when I traveled there for the trip, so I want to go back to that. That would be nice. But it does become a bit difficult to diet down when you like have so many things to do, because usually being on a caloric deficit, even if it is a small deficit, it does make you feel a little bit more tired, right? It does affect you a little bit. So I'm not really in a situation where I can like really diet to lose weight. So it's pretty nice to lose a kilo just for free like that. Just there we go. Pretty happy about that.
You just wait, Mellypen. I'm gonna have thermal vision in my eyeballs, okay? It's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like goddamn Predator.
You're gonna change your entire body to be a cyborg. No?
No.
Just your eyes and your arms and your legs and your dick. Apparently, you're gonna have a gun.
No,
there.
my dick's all natural.
Oh, you said you're gonna have a Glock there.
I was joking.
Alright, just say so. This is my favorite lipstick, by the way. It's from... what's the name of it? Maybelline. Well, they have the name here, but it's really, really tiny. Well, the number of the lipstick is 100, but I don't think that's like the international number. I think it's just a number here for Brazil. But this is the color of it. It's a very soft pink. I like it. It's the one I'm wearing right now.
Your eyeballs changed is like... I mean, I don't think they can really put me to sleep for that.
Yes, they can. What the heck? Yeah.
It's
called
anesthesia. They're gonna open up my eye, so I'm still gonna see it.
No,
that's terrifying. Like, I don't want to see my eyeball get scooped out. That's nasty as fuck.
They can like put you down. Don't worry. They definitely can. It's called anesthesia. It's because there's different types of anesthesias. Okay, there's local anesthesia, which they only put anesthesia on like a single part, and there's like full body anesthesia. I think what they do... no, I think actually what they might do in this case is not they would do full body anesthesia. I think they would still do only local anesthesia because it's only a surgery on the eye. But they can use like opioids, I think, to like take you down and put you to sleep. Like stuff like that. Would it be opioids though? I don't think it would be opioids. But there are drugs they use to put people to sleep during surgeries. So I don't think you need to worry about that. Now, admittedly, it would still be a horrible surgery, getting your eyeball removed and replaced. So I'm not entirely sure about that. Doesn't sound like that good of an idea. Yo, what?
I almost swallowed a seed hole.
Not a big of a deal, you just poop it out. No consent.
Yeah, but sometimes it gets stuck in your throat and it hurts.
But yeah, I've really wanted, like, Malipan has a few pictures on her Instagram that's like with darker lipsticks, like red lipstick, very dark red. I think it looks great on her. I really like it, and I wish it looks great on me. But every time I try a red lipstick, I'm like, this is underwhelming, or I'm like, I hate this. So most of the time, I tend to only wear like very light pink lipsticks like this. This is my favorite. It's really nice. The problem with
I
it,
wear war paint sometimes, but that's just really bad for your skin, let me tell you.
yeah, it gives you some extra acne, doesn't it? Well, I do wear some kind of war paint, but it's specifically made to be worn on the skin, so it doesn't fuck you up that much. It's still kind of bad for your skin, but it's not that bad. But the thing with this one though is that it is like a creamy lipstick. Like, I don't know if you can notice my lips right now, but it's kind of creamy. So it gets like, not just it comes off really easily, like if I eat something I need to reapply. And that's true with most lipsticks, admittedly. Most lipsticks, if you eat something, you need to reapply it after. That's why women, when they are in the restaurants, they go to the bathroom to retouch the makeup. It's to redo the lipstick, basically. But not just that, but it like not just comes off really easily, but it gets on everything like really easily. So if the kisses me and I'm wearing this lipstick, it gets like all over his face, all over his lips. So that's one of the things that's not so nice. When you have a lipstick that's matte, stick, help,
Matt,
matte. Yes, when you have a lipstick that's matte colored, they usually they do come out too, but they don't get into things as much. It's a little bit less of the creamy lipstick. So this is a creamy one, and that kind of sucks. But I just love the color, so it's really nice. I do have a few like red lipsticks, but I don't know. Maybe I'll try wearing them one day for stream, but at the same time, I'm always like, not so sure about that. I think one of the biggest things is that, I don't know, the red lipstick, it creates too much emphasis on the bottom of my face, and I do have like a big chin, right, and a big jaw that I hide with my haircut, but it's like the red lipstick creates too much, like, it emphasizes too much the bottom of my face versus the pink lipstick. The pink lipstick, it still does, but I don't know, for some reason it doesn't, I feel it doesn't accentuate how big my chin is as much. So that's pretty nice. So that's the main reason I wear the pink lipsticks or nude lipsticks over like red stuff. I just feel like the reds just make my face look bad. My mom also doesn't like when I wear red lipsticks. She says it makes me look like a prostitute. I don't like that. My mom, she can be very like,
nice.
yeah, she can be very crass sometimes. It's like when she likes something, she will like compliment a lot. Like, for example, the skirt I'm wearing, she likes it a lot. So every time I wear it, she always like compliments the skirt and stuff. She's like, "Oh, it looks so pretty on you. It looks so good on you." But if she doesn't like something, she'll like actually tear it down. So if she doesn't like the red lipsticks, she'll be like, "You look like a prostitute. You look so bad. You look so ugly. Use something else." You know. She's always like that. It's not that she's like bad, like not nice to me. Like I said, if it is like clothes she likes, she would like give me like compliments and stuff. But if it is like something she doesn't like, she won't like. She has no qualms about it. She'll be like, that fucking sucks. I'll be like, oof, sorry.
Hang in there, Loliga. You'll be alright.
I'll be okay. But yeah, for example, my jeans, she doesn't like it that much anymore. She used to like the jeans, but now she's kind of like, I prefer when you wear skirts. I don't know why. She doesn't really explain why. But when I wear the jeans, sometimes she's like, it doesn't look that good. You should wear that skirt instead. It looks cuter. I'm like, okay. Like, it's really funny though that she does like change her mind a lot. Like my hair, right now it's a bit long, right? Even though I wear like tied on a ponytail, so you don't really see it that much. It just looks short from the front. But sometimes I was wearing it a lot back like in the summer. I was wearing like the hair freed a lot. Just like the hair down, I guess that's how you'd say it. And she was like, "Oh, your hair is looking great when you wear it down." I was like, "Thanks." But then during my trip with Dick, I started wearing it tied up on a ponytail or holding the ponytail up to wear it like this. Oh. And when I came back, my mom was like, "Oh, that looks so much better." So now every time I wear my hair down, my mom complains. She's like, "Oh, that doesn't look that good. It looks better the other way." And I'm like, "Thanks." So that's why I have not that well, that's not why, but that's one of the reasons why I haven't been wearing my hair down. I've been wearing like ponytail or holding it up like this. Because I feel very self-conscious because of what my mom has been saying. Not just because of that. I think I look better this way too. I think. I'm not sure.
I think you look hot.
I think you look hot too. So there we go.
Hey, thanks. I do have good hair. That's the truth.
You do. Your hair is very good. My hair is very bad, actually. Like you can see right now, it's like very dry and messed up. But it looks kind of nice right now. But that's because I use a hair straightener. It's there in the bathroom. So if I don't actually use the hair straightener, my hair doesn't look like this. My hair like starts looking like absolute garbage. And it doesn't even look that good right now. It does look kind of like garbage-fied. But like if I don't wear the hair straightener, it just like it's really messy, really puffy, and it's not that it gets like curly, but it gets like wavy in a way that becomes like really puffy and messy. It's not that much different from this, but like this is much nicer. It looks very nice and straight and like taken care of, you know? But if I don't straighten it like every day, it gets a bit messy. It's not as nice. I don't have good hair. My hair sucks. But I do try my best to make the best of it. So I dye it a lot, and I kind of need to bleach it actually. Like you can probably see on this side is maybe not that much. Yeah, you can see it here. It's getting dark, right? My roots, they're getting dark again. You see right there? So I need to bleach it again, so that it gets like all white again and stuff. But not in much of a hurry for that. Really like your lipstick, by the way. Thank you. I like your lipstick. I want to get one like the one you have, because I do have some red ones, some dark red ones, but they're not like as dark as yours. That one you were wearing on the photo was like really, really dark, and I like that one a lot. I'll actually see if I can show here on stream. It's my Instagram. Maybe if I search, I don't remember what your Instagram was. I think it's like catfish. Yeah, there we go. Catfish1337. This one. Oh my god, look at this lipstick. Maybe. Let me. Where's the. There we go. I'm trying to move the thing. It's a bit difficult. Look at that. Oh my god. Malipong, you look amazing. Like, look at this. Look at this. That's perfect. You look fucking great. To be entirely honest, I'm jealous of you. But yeah, the lipstick looks like really nice. The red lipstick. Maybe I'll get one like that. I have red ones, but they're a bit brighter. I have ones that are like really bright, and I have ones that are a bit dark, but not as dark as that. So maybe if I try something darker like that, it would look better in me. Or me. I don't know. In me? Definitely not. You definitely don't want to be putting a lipstick inside you. No. No. No, no, no. That one I stole from a friend. It's a limited edition. It's nice. I used to get a lot of, like, I lived with one of my girlfriends for like a while. Well, not a girlfriend, but you know, a friend that's a girl. And I used to wear her makeup stuff all the time too. But to be fair, she used to wear my stuff all the time too. So, like, I actually had a lot, I actually still do. But I had like more makeup stuff than she did. So she would take my stuff all the time. But I did use some of her stuff too. So that's cool, I guess. It was also really nice that we were like a very similar size and body shape, so we would like also use each other's clothes. Well, not use, wear each other's clothes. We'd like share the clothes sometimes. I'm lucky that my mother is actually like pretty much the same size as me. She's a bit shorter. She's like 4 centimeters shorter than me. So she's like around about here, like just from my head to her head. Right, but we are pretty much the same size, the same weight and stuff, so we get to share like she gets to lend me a lot of her clothes and a lot of her stuff. Nowadays not so much, because nowadays I do have like a much bigger wardrobe. I have like pretty much every type of clothes that I need to wear, but especially back when I like was in my first few years of like transitioning, I didn't have as big of a wardrobe. I didn't have as many clothes as I do. So for example, I didn't have any jeans. I would wear her jean trousers, right? I didn't have any dresses. I would wear like her dresses and stuff. It's nice to have your own stuff though, cause you get to do like, you get to wear your own style, right? Like, this is mine, this is my style, right? A cat t-shirt, when I wear like the cardigans and stuff, those things, they are my style, you know, the pleated skirts, these things, they are my style. So it is nice for you to have your own stuff, but sometimes it is really cool when you can borrow something from a friend or from a family member. It's not as nice as having your own stuff, but it helps a lot, because clothes can be expensive. So it's pretty nice. My mother does borrow some of my stuff though. She wears my cardigans a lot. She likes them, especially when she's going somewhere cold, like working in the air conditioner or something. So she takes my cardigans. I have so many, like, I don't know, 10 cardigans at this point, because I don't go out without a cardigan, because I feel very self-aware about my shoulders and about my arms and everything. So I just wear a cardigan to kind of hide stuff, right? So she wears it sometimes for the weather benefits. It's also really nice because, like, in class, the classrooms, they have air conditioner, and they're usually really cold, so the cardigans help keep me warm, but they're not that warm, so I still die of cold during classes very often. But it's okay. I'll get my camera and we can do a makeup stream. That'll be fun. I've been thinking, actually, I was thinking about this today. Maybe I'll do like a video, like just teaching people how I do my makeup. Because I get that question a lot. People ask me a lot, like, how you do your makeup? What's the best way to do the makeup if I want to pass, right? But people are always afraid. They're always like, oh, I don't want to wear too much makeup or I'll look like a drag queen, right? They're like, I don't want to look like a drag queen. And I'm always like, well, do I look like a drag queen? And they always like, yeah, you do. No, I'm joking. They always like, no, you don't. And I'm like, well, I wear a fuck ton of makeup, so, you know, you can wear it too if you want to pass. Like, I found the makeup is one of the things that helped me the most with like being seen as a girl by other people. I think it's like one of the biggest things, because the makeup, it like improves so many aspects of like your face, you know. So it was like a major deal to me. So I'm always recommending to people who are like, I struggle, I don't pass in real life, people never recognize me as a girl, and I always tell them like, try some makeup. but they're always like, I don't want to look like a drag queen, and we get into that. They don't really know how to use the makeup. So I've been thinking about like making a video for my YouTube channel, just like showing the stuff I use, how you use it. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do this week. Maybe we'll see. It's not that difficult though. Like, I don't know. Makeup is really easy. Most of the things you really just apply on your face, right? You get a foundation, you put on your fingers, you just apply on your face. You get the powder, you put the powder on the pads, and you just apply it on your face. You know, you get the lipstick, you apply on the lips. You get a mascara, you apply on the eyelids. You get the blush, you apply under the cheeks. You know, it's not that complicated, but people feel very scared of it. It's a very difficult thing. It's not really. The only thing when it comes to, oh my god, I should really stop like holding my lipstick, because it might actually break. So let me just put it there. I'm gonna fiddle with, I don't know, I'll fiddle with this. So the big thing with like the only thing that's difficult with the makeup is the eyeliner. The eyeliner can actually be very, very challenging to get right and to get it symmetrical both sides. I often don't get them symmetrical, but if you get them off just by a tiny bit, it's not that bad. Today I really got it good though. It looks really good today. But the eyeliner is like the one thing that can be like difficult, is actually like getting the eyeliner done properly. It can actually take like 10-15 minutes just doing the eyeliner, trying to get it right. And then you mess it up, and then you have to go with like a piece of paper and clean it up. And if you clean it up too much, it starts like actually burning your skin. It kind of fucking sucks. But other than the eyeliner, like everything when it comes to makeup is just easy. You just put it on and it's good. The eyeliner is the only thing that's like, it takes like technique and it's difficult. You have to make it artistic and stuff. But that's because I do a winged eyeliner, right? If you just want to do like a regular eyeliner, it's really easy. So lipsticks can be difficult too. Like I did mess up my lipstick today. It doesn't look proper. But even if you mess it up, it still looks fine. So makeup is really easy. People feel it's very scary. It's not really. So I've been thinking about just making a YouTube video, just showing how I do my makeup. Maybe help people be able to figure out their own makeup. Because like I said, it's one of the things that I noticed like helped me the most with like passing in real life. You know, just having people see me as a girl was like actually wearing makeup. And it made such a huge difference that I don't even wear, like, I don't even go out without wearing makeup anymore. I'm always wearing makeup.
She looks cute without makeup though.
I don't think I do.
You
I think I look kind of trashy without makeup. So I tend to always wear makeup. Like I wake up in the morning, take a shower, put on some makeup. It's like the second thing I do. It makes me feel good. And you know what? It makes people see me in the streets as a girl. I don't really get clocked that often, you know. Sometimes, but not that often. So that's really nice. That's a benefit of the makeup. I think this head clamp, actually I got it from my mother. Maybe? No, I think this one I bought myself, but I used to wear one that was from my mother. But I think it broke or something. I think this one I bought. What do you think about that, Dick?
About the hair clip?
No, about the makeup. Wanna wear some makeup? I'll put some makeup on you. Do like the Alex Jones thing? Like his girlfriend has put makeup on him.
That's kind of weird. But
I'm
not going out in public with makeup.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because I'm doing like the webcam stream, and the webcam stream is just kind of slow. I don't know, but it's not supposed to be that slow. I don't know. It kind of sucks though when you're trying to do a stream that's meant to be like basically just interacting with chat, and chat's like slow. Sucks, but
What's that mean?
what?
Chat being slow.
I think it's when the stream's like lagging behind a lot, so they say something in chat and it doesn't show up to you like minutes later maybe. Yeah, I think that might be the case right now. Because I think the thing with the webcam stream is that it does take a lot of like processing power from my processor, I guess. So it doesn't. Maybe it's not like streaming as well. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's the stream right now is not that good. It might be a bit laggy. I don't know. Yeah, I checked it. It wasn't that bad, so I assumed it would be fine. Hopefully, it's not that bad. They could check for me, but that's okay.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. What are you up to right now? You playing some Mama?
Yeah.
You play with your friends or just like randoms?
Huh? No, just alone.
Huh? Alright. Lone wolf boy?
Like usual.
Oh yeah. Well, we need to figure out something though to like stream regularly, you know? Because Risk of Rain 2 is fun, but it doesn't have that much content right now. So I mean trying to figure out like what's the next co-op game we're gonna be playing.
There's not a lot of things we can play because your computer's like ancient.
Nah, there's a lot of things my computer can run. It's just the things you wanna play my computer can't. But that's tons of stuff. You just you don't have that much stuff, so you would need to actually buy some of them. In which case you would need to wait for a sale and stuff, but you do have like Terraria and Starbound. We could try that. That'll be fun. I think. Maybe. If I get AIDS, you'll be in Europe, not Paraguay. Oh, are you from Paraguay, Flash? That's pretty cool. Paraguay is pretty close to Brazil. It's like, you know, it's on the border. It's not that close from where I live. I live kind of far. I live in the northern part of the country. Not actually in the north region, but in the northeast region. So it's not that close. But I do have some friends that live in the southeast though. And that's like pretty close to Paraguay. I used to have a friend who used to go to Paraguay to buy video games for cheap. We just go there, just buy the video games and bring them back, because in Paraguay they wouldn't have like as high of like import taxes, and he lived like really nearby in a city, really nearby. So it would take him like half an hour by car to buy a video game for like half the price. So you would do that a lot. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever been though to Paraguay. I've been to Uruguay and I like Uruguay a lot. It's like actually an amazing country. I love it. I like all the South American countries I've been to. I like them. I like Argentina, I like Uruguay, I like Chile. Those are like the ones I've been to. I think. Have I been to? No, yeah, I think those are the ones. I like them a lot. All three. They're like so pretty, and they're like pretty in different ways, right? Like Chile is not really that much like Uruguay, even though they're not that far from each other. Their culture, the architecture, the places to go and the timing, it's very different. It's really cool. It's really cool. One of the cool things about Uruguay is that they have a beach that's not actually beach. It's like on the river. What's the name of the river? De La Plata, I think. It's like the Silver River. I think that's the river. So they have like a huge beach, but it's actually just a river. It isn't the ocean, right? So it is like a sweet water beach, and it's like very interesting because it is pretty much a beach. You know, you have the sand, and then you have infinite water, right? But it's not actually the ocean, so it's a bit different. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting, and it's interesting. It doesn't have like that many waves, like for example. So it's not exactly like a regular beach. It's, you know, It's really cool. I like it. It's very calm. It feels very calm, very gentle. It's like a gentle beach. It's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Chile and Argentina is very cool. They have the Andes, the mountains. They're very nice. I went there and I've done like snowboarding on those mountains like a couple of times, and it's like the coolest thing. It's really really cool. Because here we don't really do snowboarding because we don't have any of that. We don't even doesn't even snow here in Brazil at all. So, but here in Brazil, what I used to do when I was younger was we would go to the dunes and we would do sandboarding, which is very similar to snowboarding, but it is a bit different though. In the ice, in the snow, it feels a lot more like you're sliding on a hard surface, because the snow is not hard, but when it gets like compacted into the ground, it becomes kind of hard, right? So it feels like you're sliding on a very like wet hard surface. On the sand, when you're doing sandboarding, it feels very different. It feels like the surface is very soft and very like it moves around a lot, and it does slide very easily, but it's not like a wet slide, it's more like a dry slide, if that makes sense. So it does feel different, but it is very similar though. Snowboarding, sandboarding, they're very similar. Like I was able to snowboard like very fine on my first attempt just because I was used to sandboarding. Just it took some time to get used to like how wet it is. So like a big difference there in snowboarding, it is a bit more difficult for you to stop. In sandboarding, it's very easy for you to stop because if you just move sideways, the sand is so soft that the sand quickly goes over and over your under and over your board. It actually just stops you like so quickly. In the ice, it's not that simple. You do the same thing, but it does like take a while for you to actually stop. If it's to look like a drag queen, you have to put effort into that. Oh my god, are you still on like the drag queen thing? That was like half an hour ago. Wow. Yeah, it seems like it's very far behind. Jay, can you check for me? Just like give play on the stream and check like what I'm talking about.
Let me refresh it 1 second.
Okay. But yeah, it's really fun though, sandboarding, snowboarding. I've never skied actually. I've never done skiing. But that seems fun too. How's it like? Can you answer?
Yeah, right now. You're talking about your eyeliner.
Oh my god, that was actually 20 minutes ago. Well, I guess doing a webcam stream doesn't seem to work that well. It seems like the stream gets like really far behind. It does show like it's dropping like infinite frames, but I'm not entirely sure why. Because when I stream games, it's usually fine. But apparently, streaming like Windows, like the browser windows and stuff, like the Curious Cat window, like the anonymous question things, this is like that makes the stream lag a lot. So I mean, that kind of sucks. Like for example, I just got a question on Curious Cat. I'm gonna answer the question, and they're not gonna see the question was answered for like half an hour. So, Lika, do you like Jackie Chan movies? I just saw Snake in the Eagle's Shadow, so I'm in a Jackie Chan mood. I haven't actually seen many of Jackie Chan's like martial art films. I've seen some of Bruce Lee's martial art films, but not Jackie Chan's. The Jackie Chan films I've seen were more like his comedy stuff, the stuff that he's done for the West audience, not the stuff that's like for the Eastern audience. So I haven't really seen any of his like martial arts stuff. Do I like his films? I like him as an actor. I think he's fine. I don't know. It's not that I don't think he's good as an actor. I just think he tends to not get roles that I find as interesting as other actors. For example, Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, they tend to always get very interesting roles in films. They're like always very interesting. Not always. They do have a couple of shitty films, right? But most of their films are like always very interesting from like directors and writers that I like. Like for example, what's his name from Taxi Driver? Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro is another actor that tends to do very interesting roles in very interesting films for very interesting directors and writers, right? He works a lot with Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese does like really cool stuff, you know? So I like some Jackie Chan stuff. Some of his stuff is pretty funny. It's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. But I think and I think he's a decent actor. I think he's a good actor. But the biggest thing that makes me not be the biggest fan of Jackie Chan, I think, is his film selection. So that's why I really, really, really like Robert De Niro. That's why I really like Brad Pitt. That's why I really like Leonardo DiCaprio. It's because of their film selection. The films they do tend to like be really, really, really cool films. So it's not even that they are better actors than Jackie Chan, not necessarily. It's just they tend to do films that I tend to find more interesting. Now, admittedly, I have not watched. I don't think any of Jackie Chan's like more like martial art focused films. So maybe I'm missing out. Maybe they're really good. I did quite like the Bruce Lee stuff. That was pretty cool. Not the thing I'm the biggest fan of, but it's still pretty cool. They're interesting. But what I really like in Eastern films, if you've ever watched Akira Kurosawa's films, those are really cool. And they're kind of martial art films, even though not exactly. Like the focus, here's the thing, his films have a lot of martial arts, you know, they have a lot of like samurai or like fighting, but that's not what the films are about. Well, kind of, they are kind of like about samurai sometimes, or about the samurai era, but the films are, you know, the stories can be like very complex and very interesting. I think that's one of the things that's like so cool about Akira Kurosawa films, is like the characters, they're written in such interesting ways. The stories, they're very complex, very interesting. It's really cool. It's definitely not like the Bruce Lee martial arts films. Not that the Bruce Lee stuff are bad, they're not, but they're very different, you know.
I'm not gonna put on a shirt. This t-shirt is what I'm wearing today.
It's a cool t-shirt though. The black looks very cute on you.
Lika picked it out.
Oh, is it one of the ones I picked up? Good stuff. I think we bought that one from like J. Crew, right? They have good stuff. It fits you very well.
They haven't given me a military discount.
That's true. But we still got it pretty cheap though, because we got it on sale. So
yeah,
it costs like $10 the t-shirt, something like that, right? It's pretty good. Now, admittedly, one of the t-shirts we bought there, it actually came with like a tear like at the bottom, like here. So we actually had to like, we actually had to like go back and get it changed, but they did change it, no problems. So it was not that bad. They have good stuff. It's nice because it's not just like the quality of the thing, it's also like the tailoring of the clothes, you know. I find a lot of menswear, when I say menswear, I just mean like men's clothes in general, not specifically menswear, but I find a lot of men's clothes, they tend to not be tailored. It's like you're gonna buy a t-shirt, like a male t-shirt, it's just like a square. For some reason they imagine that men are just like squares or something, I don't know. But some brands, they do like tailored stuff, you know, stuff that's meant to make your body look nicer, you know, makes your chest look bigger, makes your waist look slimmer, you know, makes you look more athletic, more healthy, instead of just wearing like baggy clothes. So like I like Zara a lot. They have like very good tailored stuff. I like J. Crew a lot too. There's some brands that do good stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So I gotta dig some good good, nice clothes. Also got him some skinny jeans from Levi's. I like those a lot. Looks pretty cute.
Yeah, they're nice.
Especially since Dick has like very big legs, right? So if you wear like clothes that are more like tapered, then and they actually show off your body a bit more, you know. Like Dick has started like hitting the gym, right? He's been doing a lot of bench pressing and stuff, so his chest is growing. So when he wears the clothes that are fitting to his body, it really shows that his chest is like it's growing, right? So that's pretty cool. It flatters your body.
Expanding mass.
Let's get big, come on! 4 scoops of this, 3 to 4 times per day. Come on. That's such a node meme. That's from like 2015, I think.
What's it
2016
from?
maybe. I've shown you before Rich Piana. He was like a bodybuilder. And he was like his saying, like, he would be like, let's leave humanity behind.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, you'd sell like mutant masks. Hello, Gaia. But he died. So he died, I think, in 2017. So that was a bit sad. So he died from overdose. I think it was like kind of suicide, actually. I don't know. It was really sad. But he used to be like a big meme. He was like a huge source of memes on the fitness communities. It's pretty cool. Although his things was like he'd be like, you want to get big, you gotta eat big. That's like his biggest thing, and that's actually correct. A lot of people, they tend to focus too much when they're lifting on like supplements, when supplements are just food. What really matters is eating food, and that's like his biggest thing. Rich Piana, he was always like, you guys, you gotta eat big. If you wanna get big, you gotta eat big. That's the biggest thing, and he would sell supplements too, but he was also trying to teach people, and that's the big thing, you know. You don't see bodybuilders do that very often. It's like actually try to teach people that the supplements are just food. They aren't magical, you know. They're just food. So if the most important thing is, before you start worrying about supplements, you need to start worrying about your diet, right? That's the biggest thing. And it was really cool that Rich Piana would always try to enforce that to people, so young lifters can like create good habits, you know, and not just fall for the marketing of like, take these supplements, it's gonna make you big, you know. So that was pretty cool. But he did sell supplements too. So there are a few memes of him with the supplements. He'll be like, just put like 500 scoops of this, and then just shake it on the milkshake. Not the milkshake, the blender. Just make a huge shake of like 2,000 calories. But it's pretty fun though. But he died, so rest in peace, Rich Piana. You'll be missed. Thank you for your service.
Was that an attempt at a salute?
Is that all how you do that? How do you do it?
Since you're wearing glasses, the tip of your index finger will be on the tip of the corner of your glasses.
Oh, like this.
Right here, like right here, and then you should make it so that from the front, your palm is like straight.
I
so
see,
you might
like
have to
this.
tilt it down a little bit.
I see.
Don't straighten out your arm. Don't like do this. It's weird. Yeah, there you go. It's better.
There you go. Rest in peace, Rich Piana. Thank you for your service. Let's get big. Come on. Big stuff.
What?
He was really cool though. I liked him a lot. His memes were really, really funny. He was also very open about his steroid usage, and I think that's really good, because I think like a lot, like it is so common in bodybuilding for it to be like about like steroids, right? Because you know it is bodybuilding, but no bodybuilder is ever open about the steroid usage. So Rich Piana was, so that was really cool. He was always like try to make people understand, you know, like sometimes young people go into the gym and they want to like look a certain with a certain physique type, right? They want to look a certain way, but they don't realize that to look that way, the people who look that way, they had to use enhancing drugs to get there. And what would happen is the people who use the enhancing drugs to get there, they would sell supplements and they would like pretend, Gaia, don't scratch my boobie. They would pretend that they got there from using the supplements, when in reality was because they were using steroids. So that's one of the things that Rich Piano was always trying to teach the young people, you know. You look up to bodybuilders, they're probably on steroids. Don't just buy the things they're trying to sell thinking it's gonna make you look like them. It's not really, you know, it's different. It's marketing, you know. They're marketing a brand, but not that supplements are bad. I mean, supplements are fine, but sometimes lots of athletes, they give the wrong idea to young, impressionable people, thinking that the supplements. So they spend so much money on the supplements, and they don't never get the results that they want. It never makes that much difference for them. So they start like giving up on it. They start like going less to the gym because they feel like their goal is unachievable. And in ways, it kind of is. It was only really achieved through the usage of like steroids, right? But if you have more realistic expectations, more realistic goals, and you have an idea, yeah, I'm not going to achieve that because that's from steroids, but I can still achieve things like, you know, you have expectations of what you can achieve naturally, it is easier for you to actually stick with it, right? And actually keep going to the gym and not give up. And that's very important because the gym isn't just about looking good, it's also about your health, right? It's very important, especially in like modern life, right? It's like you need to exercise to have a healthy lifestyle, and lots of people give up on it because they have unrealistic expectations. They're gonna look like a bodybuilder after 6 months in the gym, and